Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a nice time, guys. Thank you for joining back as always to watch the video, and I do have some interesting updates for this one. First of all, let me start with the fact that the Nigerian Super Eagles will no longer hold their camp in Abuja as earlier arranged. Of course, if you follow the channel, you know that the last time I talked about Finidi and the boys obviously preparing Abuja for the camp venue for the World Cup qualifying games against South Africa, which is going to be played next month on the 7th. But the latest development right now, is that NFF, have now decided to overrule that decision, and now they've now decided to, to take the camp to Uyo, which is the location for that match. Of course, it's going to be played in Gosi Akpabio Stadium, Uyo. And the last time in the video I talked about Nigerians actually criticizing the idea of Coach Finidi and the Super Eagles players having a camp in Abuja, whereby they are going to play the match in Uyo. Not just because of the logistics and travels and everything that it would require to take them to Uyo to play the match, but also for the fact that that would also prevent them, having a camp in Abuja would prevent them from familiarizing themselves with the pitch in Uyo before the South African opponents come to town, and also the fact that there's going to be a lot of distraction if they base the camp in Abuja. The report is that top officials in NFF decided against or vetoed against that idea of setting up the camp in Abuja. And the plan right now is that they're going to have the camp in Uyo, and it's going to start this weekend. By this weekend, that's when the camp is going to open for Nigerian Super Eagles players to start coming into camp and for the preparations for the World Cup qualifying games against South Africa to kick off. So that's the latest right now on that front. And of course, we know that the list has already been released by Coach Finidi, so the boys already know who's going to be in camp, who is not going to be in camp. So this weekend is reportedly when they are all expected to show up in camp. And then there are also some other interesting updates, one of which is the fact that the top official of the NFF has now confirmed that the federation is actually working towards having a meeting with Michael Olise and his team, to discuss about the possibility of the winger actually joining Nigerian Super Eagles. Because Michael Olise, his first preference has always been France. He actually presented France, the France team in the under 18 and 21. But even though he's been on in form in the last couple of months, he has been snubbed for the Euro 2024 squad released by France. And right now the man is a little bit, I think he's sad. Of course, he didn't make the list, so I'm not sure he's happy, and he is reportedly considering playing for another country of his eligibility. And Nigeria comes in as one of the countries he's eligible to play for because his father is a Nigerian, but his mother is a French-Algerian woman, which also makes him eligible to play for France, Algeria, and he's also eligible to play for England because he was born in England and he grew up there, which means that he has like 4 countries. France already snubbed him. Nigeria is now pushing towards getting him to come play for Nigerian Super Eagles, and this is what the NFF official has now confirmed, in a series of conversations that he had with the newsmen. So he talks about the NFF president, Mr. Abuja, obviously being bent on the whole idea of bringing the likes of Michael Olise and Eze to the team. Eze, we've had some sort of a heavy blow regarding Eze because he was just a few days ago listed in the provisional squad list for England after getting so many snubs. But it just felt like the moment when we wanted to pounce on him, when the Nigerian NFF wanted to pounce on him, he got the call up, present the English True Lion, but it's still on the provisional list, so anything can still happen. It may not be everybody that's happy with the fact that NFF still wants to get this guy, but it's definitely going to be an access for us, and it's very easy to see how he can become that asset, yeah, because of the way he plays and the quality that he brings to the team. Especially when we have we have some room for improvement. The likes of Chukwueze not being up to standard in terms of bringing assists when he plays, and sometimes Moses Simon. So this guy is definitely going to be someone that brings some kind of competition to the team, and of course productivity to the team, with the way he plays. But aside from that update, guys, there's update concerning Lookman. Lookman is having his best season, and he gets even better. He scored again, over the weekend as Atlanta thrashed Torino 3-0. Lookman had the second goal for that match, and he capped off a really, really important performance, just like we used to see him, week in, week out. And because of Lookman's efforts this season, Atlanta has now qualified to the Champions League spots as they finished fourth, this season. Last week game was actually the last for the season in the Italian Serie A. But the same cannot be said for Osimhen, because his Napoli side actually had a very, very disastrous season. The last game that they played a 0-0 goalless stalemate for that one against Leeds. But the good news about it is that Osimhen actually came to action. He actually played that game for the first time in a while, because we've not seen him for a number of weeks rather. And there was even doubt that he may not even make it to the qualifiers game that we are going to play next month. But he's back again, back on the pitch, doing what he knows how to do best, disturbing defense. But he couldn't get a goal for that one, which is a little bit sad. But at least he made the substitution. He was actually introduced into the game in the second half, which obviously didn't give him a lot of time to cause his damage. But he played some really good minutes. He was put in around the 65th minute, which means he played like 25 minutes for that game. This season is definitely a very trying season for Victor Osimhen, and I'm sure that a part of him is happy that the season has ended, so that another new great productive season can hopefully come for him. But we are expecting him, later this weekend in Oyo, when the Nigerian Tigers convene ahead of that qualifying games versus South Africa. That's the update, guys. Thank you for watching this one. Don't forget to like and share the video, react to any of the stories that you like, subscribe if you've not done so, and also share this video, guys. Let's get across to a lot bigger audience. Thanks for watching this one. Stay tuned to the channel. God bless you, guys.